Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month reading for mid-November. So we've got some of your season and then we move into Sagittarius season. So happy birthday to all you beautiful Scorpios who are having a birthday in the second half of November. We have a message for you. Flow of prosperity. Wow. Okay. This is nice. This is nice energy. Things might start to flow, especially on the money or business front in some way, which is really nice. Or at least there's openings for that coming through. When I was tuning in for you guys, Scorpio, I was getting this sense of an old, wise, sage-like energy guiding you, which would be handy when it comes to flow of prosperity. So let's see what else is coming in. My gosh, what a season you guys have been having. I've been loving Scorpio season with all the eclipses and everything that's gone on. So we are, like I said, we are moving into Sagittarius season. You'll probably really notice the shift in the energy. It will feel a little bit lighter, but we have a new moon in Sagittarius occurring on the 24th at 1 degree of Sagittarius. So that's actually a really great time to start planting some of those seeds, new seeds that are for your future that you've been working on so much throughout your season. I feel like something's been because the sun's shining on you, I get this sense of something got germinated, the sun, a seed in your life. And so this is a great time to start planting that. With the fire of Sagittarius. We have 7 of shells, choice and ambitions coming through. So what sort of themes coming through with flow of prosperity? Yeah, looking at new choices when it comes to money, when it comes to making money or how money's flowing in your life. It's, choice and ambitions. You might be getting ambitious about some stuff as well. But absolutely, I feel like it's about sometimes the 7 of shells is when things aren't necessarily clear yet, like the picture's still unfolding, but there are new options that the universe is wanting you to look at. So, yeah, this feels good. It feels like it's moving forward. I especially get money. So that's nice. That's a really nice energy. Let's see what is coming, what's shifting and changing for you, Scorpio. We've got Cup 8, Neptune, Pisces. Okay. So this is showing you where something has not been feeling great. It feels like stale, stagnant emotional energy. It feels like something hasn't been fulfilling. And it's just like, I feel like if you've been having to make money or there's something around your work, your business, however that's working or the way money's working for you, that just has been feeling a little bit off. This is where there's new options that are coming in, new choices that can be made that you can walk away or get detached from that energy that's feeling a little bit unclear. It could also be if you're organizing and working with joint finances, this is a great time to restructure or set up some boundaries, some clear boundaries if that's something that needs to happen. So I feel like it's just like there's this really nice, I just keep getting this energy of a flow of prosperity and that's doesn't always happen. So this is a great time to kind of, ride that wave, jump on that flow and get in there. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles crossed by the Hierophant. So Scorpio, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all 3 of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture of what's going on for you, more holistic view. And this is a general reading. Scorpio, just take what feels right, leave the rest and trust your intuition, as I know you always do. There is no extended reading for the mid-months. They are for the monthly readings. And the Hermit. Yeah, that was what I was getting, the Hermit, the wise old sage energy. When I was tuning in, I was getting Hermit energy. So that's what's happening deep down. This is connecting to your own deep wisdom, having some big thinks about things, some deep reflection coming through. And if you're interested in any of my personalized services, this is Eclipse energy coming in with the full reset. Something's been reset in your life. But if you're interested in any of my personal services, readings, what's coming in for you in 2023 next year, then the link for that is in the description box below. Also healing, there's been a lot of release of old karmic energy, and that's something that I can help with the healing. So I just thought I'd mention that. So the link for that is in the description box below as well. The Page of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Wow, we're in funky town here. Scorpio, funky town. What's happening? The Hanged Man, my goodness. and you're able to move on from it. Thank goodness. Here you are, the King of Cups. Yes. And you're going to be happy. Okay, you are moving away from this funk. This funky energy. Oh, yes. That is good, because this does not feel great, I have to say, but you're able to, like, that's it. The options, the paths opening up, the flow starting to happen where it felt murky, stagnant, even dramatic, like turbulent, especially around relationships and money, how finance is flowing, how love is flowing. So even, the two of them together, if that's something relevant to you. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. This is about saving money, looking at, what sort of base you've built up and foundations you've built up in terms of your money. And it could be that you're thinking about looking at savings or wanting to bring in savings, or looking at savings account and getting a better rate, whatever it is. But there's also a little bit of fear that's crept in here. Financially, with the Four of Pentacles, it's kind of like I'm holding on to something for fear of letting go. And there's a big commitment that's kind of blocking you here with the Hierophant energy. So it's almost like a fear of stepping into the new, or fear of changing in a way, but it might feel like, I feel like because you've got the Five of Pentacles in your conscious mind, if some of you are thinking of changing jobs or changing something around your work and routine, this feels like there's a bit of a block to it. It's kind of like I was thinking about, now I've changed my mind. Don't want to bring in those changes anymore. The Five of Pentacles is where somebody's thinking of changing the way they're working with their money, or this is in your conscious mind, or they're thinking of changing something up around the job, or walking away from a job, or something just hasn't been working, or resonating. And this can be, feeling like there's something lacking in your world, especially to do with resources. So it can be worry about money or finances that comes in. If it's related to relationships, it's like something's not resonating, or there can be, you're working through feelings of rejection, like a bit of there's a lack of clarity, a bit of Neptune around in this reading, which is showing that there's a lack of boundaries or a lack of clarity, or something just really is not clear. So there's a bit of conflict around with that Five of Pentacles about resources, or how welcome you're feeling as well. It could be just even like, how welcome you're feeling in your own home, or how welcome you're feeling in somebody else's home. There's this sense of a big question mark about feeling welcome for whatever reason. So we have, and it's like, why am I holding on to this energy if I'm not necessarily feeling welcome here anymore? But and it's been something that's been kind of like perhaps a big staple or a commitment, or it's been something I've believed for a very long time, but it's just really not feeling right for whatever reason. But we've got the Hermit energy not crowning you at the base. And this is where I was getting the wise old sage energy. You're going deep and connecting into your deep wisdom. And can be a bit of soul searching with the Hermit energy, searching for the path of head, going, I've been here before. And so I kind of get, for a lot of you, there's a connection to past life energy as well. Like, I just get this sense, I've been here before. I've been through this before. I've been down this path before. And there's things, it feels like I'm accessing old consciousnesses or old memories of some sort. And it's like I've been down this path before, and I do have some wisdom attached to this. So I'm trying to kind of access that. So it's also the Hermit energy is a very Virgo type energy. So it's very deep and analytical, but part of what you're getting is, yes, your own wisdom and guidance, but part of that is through your connection to your body, like the messages you're getting through your body. Are you tensing up when someone walks into the room, or when you think about a situation? Are you feeling welcome? It's this kind of real energy in general of just not feeling welcome somewhere, or unwelcome, and within an energy. So whether this is like within a relationship and you're just feeling not welcome by that person's not including you, or they're not opening their heart to you, or whatever it is, it's just this sense of I don't feel welcome anymore. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's something you deeply can be working through here. You could also be on the other foot. Maybe you're telling somebody else they're not welcome. So that could also be coming through. We've got the Fool card, which means that there's been a shift and a change and a reset. And so where something felt like an established order, it's something shifted and changed within a dynamic of a relationship or a belief system or something that felt like this is how it always was. And suddenly that doesn't feel right anymore. And that can be, again, I'm getting like relationship, but also money. So it's tied up. So there's been a reset, and it's just a matter of adjusting to that energy that's coming through and realizing that reset, and it can be quite subtle, the full reset energy. Sometimes it's like, we've been through the eclipses, what actually shifted and changed. A lot of people say, oh, it didn't really affect me. And then when you talk to them, it's like, oh yeah, well, my work just got an extra funding. So now we've got funding for 2 years and we're moving our work location. And it's like, well, that's all big changes coming through. It just might not be what in your conscious mind what you were expecting or hoping for. It might just be something different. And so it's like people don't necessarily connect the dots between that's the shift and change that's coming in. And this is kind of where my soul's taking me now. It wasn't where I was expecting, but something no longer just doesn't feel right. So in the near future, we've got the Five of Swords. This is going to potentially create some kind of a conflict inside your mind or conflict in your life just while you're working it out. Like you've got 2 fives and the fives represent conflict. So, and they're in pretty prominent kind of positions here. And you've got the 4s as well. So it's almost like you're going, let's go back a step. We've got 2 5s and 2 4s here in this reading. Let's take a step backwards. Okay. Let's go back and look at the foundations upon what this has been built on. This relationship or this assumption that's been made, or what's happening with my money and resources and finances. Let's just take a step back, because somewhere between this step and where the previous step and where we are now, or where I'm at now, something feels like it's not working or it's not quite right. So in front of you, you're presenting as the Lover's card, which is a big choice. You realize there's a big choice to step into. Do you embrace the change? Do you embrace this new energy that comes through with the Fool, that some sort of energetic structure has shifted and changed? And like I said, it can be quite subtle, an energetic structure of your relationship to money, or your relationship to your work, or your relationship to a particular person in your life. Do you embrace this, especially with the Lover's card? I'm getting a lot of relationship vibes coming up here. But at the same time, like, yes, there's a lack of clarity here. We can see the clouds between them. But in the higher levels, when we come in and go, what's been reset, we see the sun up here, and the sun with the Fool card. So there is clarity up there. It's just might be a little bit suspicious of it. The 9 of Wands, staring at the Fool card going, suspicious. Suspicious energy, this Fool. What have you reset and what have you done to me? What have you reset in my life? I'm tired. There's a resilient energy with the Nine of Wands. It's the wounded warrior, has been through a lot of challenges, overcome and met a lot of those challenges, but there's a sort of like a fatigue, or it could be physical fatigue or a soul weariness. And it's kind of like, what are you going to throw at me next? But sometimes when the 9 of Wands comes in, it's saying you're closer than you think to a resolution to this energy. It's just in that something shifted and changed. There's this post-funk kind of energy around it, and it's just a matter of waiting for that to clear. So there is a new dawn, quite literally. They're showing me the sun rising, but the fog is around, and you just need to wait for the sun to rise a little bit further so that it can clear the fog. So that's kind of what I'm getting as like a metaphor. That's what they're showing me. Because when the sun does come out, we've got rainbows and happiness. So I think something can really shift and change here. We've got the Page of Swords as hopes and fears. The Page of Swords is about, getting more information and really understanding a situation, messages coming through, and just really, there could be communication, I think, is going to be really important, and there might be a little bit of, some communication that you're not so happy with as well. With this, I kind of feel like between this and the Five of Swords bouncing back between each other, there could be a little bit of conflict between the communication that's coming in. But at the same time, you want to keep that communication open, because where you can lead is the Six of Swords. So there is like a conflict resolution that can come through with this. You can move on and find the peace, which is actually really great. But here we have as an outcome the Four of Cups and the Hanged Man, which is, again, like it's this emotional stagnation that comes in with it until this moment of enlightenment, seeing something from a very different perspective or seeing it from somebody else's point of view. It's this sense of it's not going to shift this energy. It wants to go deeper. It wants to kind of move, and it's ready to move on. And here we have the Six of Swords and the King of Cups. This is you, the card of Scorpio, moving on from these really stagnant energy where there may have been delays, or you're bored, or you're restless, or you're like, are we ready to go to the next level? Like, where is this going? It feels like something's in a bit of no man's land for the moment. But then here we've got the Six of Swords and the King of Cups, which is, yeah, I'm ready to move on. I'm making this move here. And so this is you going, yep, feeling pretty happy. With this, the King of Cups, you're coming back to yourself, which is really great. Moving on from that funky energy, which is great. And so this is where it feels like there's a breakthrough that comes in, the Ten of Cups, happiness. Happy that I've moved on from that energy. So that's actually really fantastic. And you're finding the peace with a situation where there's been a bit of emotional turbulence, and you're finding the happiness, which is really great. So I think that there's potentially a big shift that occurs with this. I just want to pull a few cards actually around this flow of prosperity. Just a few cards just to clarify the flow of prosperity that's coming through. Okay, of course, we've got the Tower card and the Mother of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's huge revelations, insights. You know, with the Mother of Swords is the Queen of Swords. So this owl has seen something. It's like, this is it. Something's gone into your brain and gone, oh, I see it so clearly now. This no longer fits, but it's okay. I know how to kind of manage it. I know how to move on from it. I know how to fix it. So, and that's where we can move to that flow of prosperity, which feels really great. So I feel like, that works really well. Let's pull an affirmation card for you, Scorpio, an affirmation card. We've got, I'm in the process of positive change. Yes, you are, quite literally. And look at these beautiful, she's cut out like these doves that are like the bird of peace, but it's almost like this sense of cutting out as well, like chopping and karmic release from old energies and to find the peace as well. That's an interesting thing to come through. And I feel like it's kind of letting go of some of the Hanged Man energy. Can be where you're feeling like it's a blame game or victim consciousness. In sense, it's kind of coming back to yourself and empowering yourself and going, I'm the king of the cup. I'm King of Cups. I'm the King of Water. This is your divine masculine side going, I'm making this change and coming back to myself and stepping into my power. So that's great. It says, I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Great. That's good. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. And we're seeing all of that here. So that is absolutely the perfect affirmation card for you, Scorpio. So let's see. Let's pull a charm for you. Let's pull a charm for Scorpio to finish this off. Oh, I love it. We've got Pegasus. Oh, Pegasus flies high to the sun. Again, it's this sense of letting your spirit soar, quite literally. So this is the flying horse that flies close to the sun. And as we see up in this sun, there is clarity and there's a sense that relationships can be being blessed, but it's just up in that higher spiritual realm. So allow your spirit to soar, get those messages, feel that reset, step into the new, renew in a beautiful way. And horses are all about the direction that you're going in. At this moment in time, you are quite literally literally like flying over the sun or flying close to the sun, which the sun represents your soul's expression of who you are, your vitality. You know, we are in Scorpio season, so the sun is shining down on you and you're taking some sort of like great spiritual leap here, big leap that's coming in your life at this moment in time. So it feels like, oh, magnificent is what I want to say about this, Scorpio. It really is. You've taken flight and gone, I'm flying above the murk and I'm just soaring. I'm letting my spirit soar and I'm being able to move on. It's just a beautiful energy. And so you're opening up to that sense of, flying high and be able to tap into some of those. It feels interesting because this is kind of like, like we said, the sun energy feels very high vibrational, like you're being seeing things clearly, you're being very strongly guided. If you come down to kind of more of a human realm and some kind of lower vibrations, you can't see that. It feels murky. And so there can be this mismatch between the way that, you're getting messages from spirit on the way that you're feeling, which is why it's great that this is coming in. It's kind of coming in and wanting to give you the message from above, from that higher realm. So you're getting it loud and clear, which is really fantastic, and allowing your spirit to soar, which is fantastic. But it can also be where it's just a matter of trust that there is this higher energy that is clear and guiding you here if you're feeling in this funk. There's a breakthrough that's possible here, and it may be that it might feel like you're just on different pages, like you're on a different page with somebody else, or there's miscommunication or something isn't clear. And it's, definitely there's this opportunity for a breakthrough that comes through with that, especially with a relationship. So, really a lot of positive change that you're working through here, moving through some old funk into the positive energy, coming back to yourself, and really amazing revelations and moments of enlightenment, taking this great leap of faith like the Fool, stepping into the reset here. So, beautiful. That's it, Scorpio. So that is your reading. What a way to like leave your season, to go out guns blazing. Like I'm just kind of I've got this beautiful vision of you, like this beautiful Pegasus, like ablaze, magnificent in the sky. If you can imagine it, like riding past. I don't know how would you call it, flying, I suppose, flying past, and it's just this beautiful, like everyone stops and goes, oh wow, it's like a shooting star. Beautiful. That's kind of what I feel like. Emblazoned energy, vitalized energy, beautiful energy. So that's it, Scorpio. That's your reading. And so, I hope you enjoy the rest of your season. I think like moving into Sagittarius season, this is going to be positive, like I said, for planting seeds to move forward and step into this flow of prosperity that's coming. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to hear what's going on for you. And if you're interested in my personalized services, the link for that is in the description box below, including the healings. And take care, Scorpio.